guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin. Today I'm going to be doing a very simple makeup look that will allow you to wear very deep, dark, vampy lips or an intense bright lip. It'll be very minimal on the face, very minimal on the eyes. Having a very simple base and very simple eyes will allow all the attention and emphasis to be on the lips so that there won't be anything contrasting on the rest of the face. But since there are no rules of makeup, if you want to do a very intense smoky eye with a very dark vampy lip or an intense smoky eye with a very bright lip, you can do that as well. This is just my take on wearing a dark vampy lip or a bright lip by having a very minimal face and very minimal makeup on. That way it's not all over the place. But if you want to do both, go ahead and do it. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. For my primer, I'm going to be, again, using the Amaze Smart Shade CC Luminous Primer. I really like this because it's not silicone based and it has more of a liquidy, like, moisturizer texture to it. And I find that silicone based primers break me out and clog my pores. But that's just me. Alright, while that sinks nicely into the skin, I'm going to prime my eyelids just using a concealer, and then I'm going to powder it. My concealer is the Covergirl Clean my mascara. Did I just say my mascara? My concealer is the Covergirl Clean in the shade Fair. Put that on, and then I'm blending it out with the Real Techniques sponge. Just going to be taking the Coty Airspun powder, making lots of noise, on a Visante. This is a foundation brush, but I like using it to place powder on areas. Oh, we're just going to tap that in and then further tap it in with the sponge. To define my eyes, I'm just going to be taking a mixture between Bella Cafe and then Bella Espresso by Milani. These are their Bella Eyes Gel Powder Eyeshadow. Just taking a little bit of both colors, mixing them together, and then putting them in the crease of my eyelid. And then to do so, I'm using a Morphe M139 brush. And take the dark color first, tap some into the product, and then tap it off, and then the light color. Picking up more of the lighter color than the dark one. And then just putting that into the crease. Making sure, I'm not putting it really high because I don't want it to be like at my brow bone, but I want you to be able to see a little bit of the definition. So I'm putting it just a little in the crease and then just a little bit higher. And I like doing this with my eyes open so I can see where the placement of the color is rather than have my eyes closed and then guess where I'm placing the color. A smaller, kind of like a pencil brush, but this one's a little fluffier than a pencil brush. This is the e.l.f. contour brush. Just going to be taking the Bella Espresso and putting it more, defining my crease a little bit more, and the outer V. Going right into the socket there, and then coming into just hugging the outer V. Just very lightly adding the tiniest bit more, just to give your eyes some shape. For me, this helps because I do have rounder eyes, so I like rounding out my eye shape a little bit more. Though you can put this to your eye shape's needs. If you don't want to do this, by all means, you don't have to. This is just what I like doing. I'm actually going to wear lashes today. I usually don't, but today I want to. These are Ardell's. They're the 4-pack 110s. I'm pretty sure they're Ardell's. I'm just not gonna talk. I'm not going to talk. That was intense. I'm just going to let them dry and then I'll put mascara on to blend them and then just define them because they're so natural that if you don't put mascara on top of them, it's kind of like, oh, you didn't do anything. So we're just going to add some mascara once they're dry. You don't want to put it on too early. So for my foundation, I'm going to be mixing the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundations in 110 and 115 and dotting it onto my face. And using the Real Technique sponge to blend it in. For my under eyes, I'm going to be using this Pixie Brightening Peach. This Brightening Peach Concealer by Pixie. Whoa. Just putting it where my eye bags are the darkest. Then just pressing that into the skin with the beauty, not the beauty blender, the sponge. To conceal, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. HD Concealer, and I think this is Fair as well. Fair. Done. Alright. Powder time. Just using the same powder. I'm doing it a little heavy under the eyes. And to powder up the rest of my face, I'm just going to be taking some of the powder on the sponge and then bouncing it into the skin. For my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the NYX Micro Eyebrow Pencil in Ash Blonde. No, Ash Brown. To set that, I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Plumper, and this is Brunette. No, medium to dark brown. Medium to dark. Okay, moving on for mascara, I'm going to be use the Doucce Punk Volumizer Mascara. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and the brush is literally humongous, but I've been really liking it. It doesn't smudge and it doesn't flake, so I can appreciate that. The brush I'm going to be using comes from the removable palette of the Tarte 2015 holiday collection, and it is in the shade Amaze. I'm pretty sure that this is actually a permanent blush, but since I don't have it, I'm using the palette form. And I'm just going to be using a e.l.f. Total Face brush. Tapping off the excess. It's a really pretty, like, flushed pink. For my highlight, I'm going to be taking the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Wisp. And I'm just using a Luxie large angled brush. I like brushes like this to put my highlight on. And we're just going to stipple and press it onto the top of the cheekbone, the tip of the nose, taking a little bit more, and doing the same to the other side. And then to make it a little bit more intense and to highlight the inner corner and the brow bone, I'm going to be taking Champagne Pop by Becca, popping that in the inner corner, the brow bone, and then just at the very height of the cheekbone, right there. And now comes the fun part, the lips. Pair it with something red, something bright pink. This is Creeper, also an ultra matte lipstick by Colourpop, and it pairs just as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye! Love it! I like it, I want it, I want some more of it. Sometimes I try